The ducks need a new house, so that's my project for today. Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Traditions Homestead. This is Kevin. Well, we are expanding the number of broiler chickens that we're going to be raising this year on the homestead. So that means the barn that we currently use for our ducks needs to be converted into a second brooder area for our chickens. So I'm going to build our ducks a new home today. I'm hoping that I can get it done in a day, maybe 2 days tops. I'm going to be building it out of pallets, and it's going to be a 3-foot deep by 6-foot long house that I will be able to easily get in and out of to collect eggs, but will provide them with the shelter from the environment and from predators. Now, we're building it in our orchard area. We have a bunch of new trees planted that we planted about a year ago. So they're still very small, but we've got about 10 or 12 trees planted in this area, which will eventually be a nice orchard for us. So we want the ducks to be in that area. It will be fenced all the way around the orchard, so they'll be safe in there. And but we'll still let them out so that they can go down to the pond and things like that. So I'm going to get started. Again, I'm going to build this out of pallets, and it's going to be a pretty simple structure. It just needs to provide the basics for the ducks, which is to keep them dry, keep them out of the wind, and keep them away from predators. So I'm going to get to work, and I'll show you as I progress along with the project. So a little change of plan. I decided to make it actually a little bigger than I originally was planning. I was planning on 3 foot by 6 foot, and now it's actually going to be 4.5 feet by 6 foot. Once I got the pallets up there and started to look at it, I just didn't feel like it was quite big enough. And I know that we want to expand to get more ducks probably this summer. So I'm going to make it bigger right away so that I know we can fit a few more ducks in there. So that's the plan. Going to get to work, start to put the pallets together. Now, I have found that the easiest way to take apart pallets is not by pounding them out with a hammer, but to actually use a sawzall and a metal cutting bit and just cut right through the nails to take off the existing boards. There you go. That's how you take them apart. Not the fastest thing in the world, but faster than pounding them all out with a hammer, and really easier, especially if you have a sharp blade, which I don't right now, but hey, I only have 4 more to take apart, and then we'll be all set. All right, so I've got all of the pallets taken apart. I've got exactly the number of boards that I needed to go around the outside of the duck house. Sometimes God smiles at you. This time he smiled by giving me down to the exact number. It was crazy. Anyway, so my next step is going to be putting all of these boards to cover up all of those gaps. For that, I'll just be using my nail gun along with some straight finishing nails. And it should go pretty quickly, and we'll get that all taken care of. All right, so I've got all of the boards on to cover up all the gaps in the pallets. Let me take you around and show you how it turned out. You can see it filled in nicely all the way around. Now I did leave a nice big door at the front again because I would need to be able to get in and out fairly easily to get eggs. I may end up cutting a door toward the back as well, just a small door in case they lay closer to the back. But I think it's coming together well. I think I'm probably going to wrap it up for today. Tomorrow I will start on the roof and designing the door, and then we'll pretty much be done. I think it's coming together well. Alright guys, it's the next day. I'm going to get ready to get started working on this thing again. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is start figuring out how I'm going to put the roof on. I'm going to be building the roof out of some old metal roofing that we have left over from when we had our barn re-roofed. It's not in great condition, but it'll serve its purpose for something like this. I mean, it's rusty, but I think it'll keep them dry. So that's what I'm going to get started on now. And I'm just going to kind of wing it, kind of design it as I go. So hopefully it turns out. Alright you guys, I've got the rafters all built. I'm going to take the camera over and show you exactly what I did. I was able to cut apart some more pallets and just use all pallet wood. So far the entire cost of this project has been a couple screws that I put in. Most of it I built with nails. Last time my brother came to visit, he actually brought me a big like coffee can full of nails that he didn't want anymore, and I said sure, I can use them for stuff around here, and that's what I'm using to build this. So that didn't cost me anything. The pallets are free. We had the tin for the roof left over from our barn when we had it re-roofed. So far none of this has cost me any money. So I'm going to take you over and show you what I've done, and then I'm going to start putting the metal on the roof. So here's basically how I have it laid out. Now I still need to cut these here off at the side of the duck house. I built the long heavy pieces here out of the sides of the pallets. I just nailed them together good. I think they should hold up just fine. You know, it's not going to be a roof that we're going to be walking on or anything like that. And then I just am putting some other pallet boards across in a few spots to give some more stability to the tin when I put it on. So that's it. I'm going to nail all of this into place, and then I'm going to start putting the metal on. Alright, the roof is on. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. It's really sturdy. One nice thing about making things out of this pallet wood is it is heavy. So I'm not really worried about the wind or anything like that. This thing isn't anchored in any way, but this thing is heavy. If we had to move it, we probably could, but I hope I don't have to move it for a long time. Now I'm going to get started on the door. I have some extra pieces of tin from the roof. My plan is going to be to build a frame for the door and then use the rest of the tin for the door itself. So I'm going to get started on that and I'll show you what I'm done. Well, there it is. It's all done. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I think the door turned out great. Got a latch on it here so I can lock them up at night. Nice big doorway, so I'll be able to get in and out easily to clean it out. Lock it up like that. I put boards all the way around to make sure every area that predators could get in are covered up. But I purposely left quite a bit of gaps, especially around the top, because I want good airflow. I'm not worried really about drafts and that type of thing. The ducks are pretty hardy. We'll have lots of hay inside for bedding and things like that. But all in all, I'm very, very happy with the way it turned out. Let me take you for a walk all the way around it. Alright, there it is. That's the front. See, just a simple latch there on the door. I did add some boards here because with that type of latch, the door can move and that covers up those gaps so no predators can get in. Again, on the sides I did add boards, but I purposely left, you know, quite a bit of gaps so that there will be quite a bit of airflow. The back, I didn't make a huge pitch on the roof, but definitely enough of a pitch for the rain to run off. I forgot to show you guys one thing. We already got some rare breed ducks that I put in here. It's a beagle duck. Can you guys believe how big Rosie is getting? She's 6 months old already. My gosh, I can't believe how fast she's growing. And she is turning out to be a great dog. Well, there you have it, guys. A simple yet very effective house for the ducks. It took me about a day and a half to make. Almost 100% free. At most I spent $5, and that's generous on the screws and things like that I used. But gosh, it has turned out really nice. This will be a good permanent home for the ducks. Now we can get our brooder back to being a brooder for our meat chickens this year, and I think everybody will be very happy. So you guys, if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. And until next time, thanks for stopping by the homestead, and God bless.